Like, they're suing me for something I didn't do. It's just the most bullshit thing. And I literally...
Netflix has dropped a staggering $100 million lawsuit on Jake Paul, not over a film deal, but because he backed out of what was supposed to be one of the biggest boxing events of the decade. His entire brand is now under serious pressure as this decision sends shockwaves through everything he's built. The Jake Paul versus Gervonta "Tank" Davis fight, set for November 14, is officially canceled. This matchup had been hyped everywhere. Tickets sold out in hours. Early pay-per-view numbers were already breaking expectations, and Netflix invested millions to turn the event into a global attraction. Then, suddenly, Jake shut the whole thing down.
So that fight that was supposed to go down with Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis in Miami on November 14th is not happening. It has been canceled officially, and this comes, not too long after Gervonta Davis was a woman.
I heard that Gervonta Davis was being very difficult to work with, and Netflix was just waiting.
Jake didn't just walk away from a fight. He walked straight into major legal and public backlash. His stated reason was Gervonta Davis's alleged abuse toward women. He claimed he couldn't support or promote someone facing those accusations. It sounded like a strong moral stance on paper, but many felt there was more going on beneath the surface.
If you support this man, you support the most vile sin a man.
The idea of Jake taking a moral stand in a sport built on controversy instantly grabbed media attention. Fans were divided. Some praised him, others accused him of using the allegations as a convenient cover. Behind the scenes, people close to the fight say the real story is much simpler and far more intense. Jake wasn't standing up for anything. He was stepping back. This would have been his first time facing a truly elite, world-class boxer, not a retired MMA fighter or an athlete from another sport, but a powerhouse with 26 wins and 24 knockouts. Gervonta Davis is known for ending fights brutally and quickly. This wasn't influencer boxing. This was a dangerous, real matchup.
He was more scared than he had ever been before a fight by facing Gervonta.
According to insiders, Jake understood exactly what he was up against. Signs of fear started showing in his training camp weeks before the event. The guy who normally trained with nonstop intensity began canceling sparring sessions. His team saw him losing sleep and holding endless meetings that focused more on finding an exit strategy than preparing to win. The confidence he usually showed on camera wasn't matching what was happening behind closed doors.
Because it's a civil lawsuit and it's just allegations, it's not criminal, so there must be something.
So when old allegations about Gervonta Davis resurfaced online, Jake saw his opportunity. One statement, one public stance, and he could step away without admitting he was afraid of the fight. He framed it as protecting women, but many people close to the situation say it was a strategic move to save his image and avoid a matchup that could have seriously damaged his boxing career.
And most valuable promotions and Netflix have announced that Jake Paul versus Gervonta Davis, originally scheduled for Friday, November 14th.
Netflix, however, didn't care about the drama. They cared about the agreement. The company had already poured millions into marketing, production, partnerships, and promotion. Early estimates suggested the fight could bring in around $120 million, potentially becoming one of Netflix's biggest sports events ever. Venues were booked, ad slots were sold, and the promotional machine was running at full speed. Jake's sudden decision wiped all of that out. That's why Netflix hit back so aggressively. Their lawsuit claims Jake Paul knowingly broke his contract and caused massive financial damage. In other words, they believe he walked away without any legitimate reason and cost them millions. If Netflix wins, Jake could lose much more than money. He risks losing trust as a reliable headliner, something that took years for him to build.
Closer the fight got, the more reality was getting to him, so he put an scapegoat plan in a...
Fans haven't held back either. Social media is packed with criticism, with people calling him a faker, a runner, and someone who talks tough until a real challenge appears. The reputation he built around fearlessness is being questioned everywhere. One comment summed it up harshly. He talked all that "I'm built different" stuff, and then quit when a real boxer showed up.
It calls into question everything that they've done to build that up.
Even the boxing community is piling on. Promoters, fighters, and analysts say this single decision has undone years of work Jake put in to be respected in the sport. Many feel he wanted recognition from the boxing world, but didn't understand that true respect is earned inside the ring, not with statements or excuses.
So much time, effort, and energy, and it's like,
but it's also compounded.
What makes this even more painful is that the fight could have changed everything for him. Even if he didn't win, just stepping into the ring with Gervonta Davis could have boosted his legitimacy and silenced major critics. Instead, he now faces a legal battle that could overshadow everything he has achieved in boxing so far.
They said that they had an investigation, they looked into it, they feel comfortable moving on, and I think it was 100% the right call to move on. It is not the right look, it is not.
For Jake Paul, the timing couldn't be worse. His public image is built on being bold, fearless, and unshakable. But now many believe he used moral reasoning to hide fear, and that kind of perception sticks. It's the kind of damage that can follow someone for a long time.
Gervonta Davis is an actual walking human piece of garbage. Working with him is an absolute nightmare. The unprofessionalism, the bizarre requests, the showing up hours late to shoots, the numerous arrests and related.
On the financial side, the situation is even more serious. Even if Jake avoids a full court trial, a settlement could still cost him millions. His team is scrambling to manage the fallout, but Netflix is pushing hard to recover every dollar they've lost. Instead of preparing for fight night, Jake is now preparing for a financial and legal showdown that could hit him harder than any punch in the ring.
She's retired. Like, she should be she's in Hawaii on a fucking lawsuit phone call, and they're like, yo, your son has to pay this, like.
The fight that never happened has now turned into something far worse. A legal war that could become the biggest setback of Jake Paul's career. There's no referee, no round breaks, and no chance to escape through hype. This one depends on contracts, facts, and the consequences of walking away.
He said it out of his own mouth over and over again. The fear was.
Netflix wasn't just planning to stream the fight, they were betting big on it. This event was supposed to be their major entry into high-level boxing entertainment. Executives expected Super Bowl-level traffic, and the streaming platform even reinforced its service to prepare for record-breaking viewership. Everything was lined up for a massive success. And then Jake Paul canceled, bringing the entire operation crashing down after millions had already been invested.
The only corporation or company that has paid people to beat women more is the NFL.
Jake Paul posted a statement. Gervonta Davis is an actual walking human piece of garbage. Working with him is an absolute nightmare. The unprofessionalism, the bizarre requests, the showing up hours late to shoots, to the numerous arrests and related accusations and lawsuits. If you support this man, you support the most vile sin.
That wraps up today's. Don't forget to like the video, drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more coverage of the biggest stories in boxing. Until next time.